Hi, my name is Sonia. This message is a tarot and oracle message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or if you were drawn to the message, you may just have Scorpio in other aspects of your chart. You could also be a cross watcher, and this message could be for you. If you also, I just want to thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. That really helps the channel grow. So your message, I already pulled the cards for your message, and there's so many levels that I see in this message, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So everything starts from within us. We have these patterns within us, and then as we feed the patterns, they grow stronger, and they start to reflect back to us from our world of experience, okay? So let me explain. As I go through the story, you'll see it. So you got two main oracle cards for the overall message or theme of the reading. You got capacity to love, and then sustenance from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. I won't read the capacity to love one straight from the book, but I'm going to read sustenance, and then I'm going to talk about the different ways that I'm seeing that in this reading. So it says, enjoy the nourishment that life can give you. You are in a time of abundance where there is more than enough to support and nourish your desires. Ganesha encourages you to appreciate all the blessings, treats, gifts, friendships, and love surrounding you now. Nourishing your soul can mean finding interesting, exciting, stimulating ways to experience life. This is a time to learn, grow, and change. It can also mean that refusing to create, experience, and grow can be detrimental to you. Only you can truly know what your soul desires. It is essential to find ways to understand and do something about your needs. This means listening to your inner dreams, hopes, and wishes. On occasion, it may mean acting in ways contrary to what others expect or hope from you. Okay, so I'm going to start with the obvious that you see from the picture. So what I'm seeing is that, so capacity to love, it talks about opening up and being vulnerable so that you can heal. Now, it can start with like on the level of, say, your health. You can see he's like eating fruits in this sustenance, okay? And it talks about taking care of what you really desire. Because, for instance, in our health, we will say we're desiring cake or something, okay? It's not really the cake that we want, okay, necessarily. It's that whatever chemicals are released when we eat the cake, that's what we're looking for, okay? So what this is saying is that, like, realizing what it is that you're really wanting and giving that sustenance. So what causes those chemicals to be released in a healthy, non-toxic way, okay? So now I'm going to expand that, but that's where I'm seeing it start. So, like, say for instance, if we are constantly indulging these more like addictive type behaviors for things that are not good for us, okay? Well, as we do that habitual pattern, it gets stronger, and we'll start to see it in other areas of our life. For instance, what I'm showing is that there is this card, actually, this next card, Magical Map Shifter. This card is actually, when you look at the book message from it, it talks about bringing someone into your life. Oh, I can't remember exactly what it says, but it's talking about bringing someone into your life. Okay, so I'll just read this to you. It says, when the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety and or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake, be aware, and you'll recognize them for the importance change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of you. Okay, so if it's your health, then the magical map shifter can be anything that inspires you to treat your health better. So like it can be a sickness, it can be some kind of natural healer that you run into at a market or something. I don't know, it can be anyone or anything that inspires you to become a better you. If it is relationships, if you are choosing to be in types of relationships with people who are toxic for you, the magical map shifter can be someone else coming into your life, or same thing, it can be other things that cause you to do this. And same with the job. If your job is toxic for you and saying that you're just doing it for money because just doing it for money isn't the way to live, in my opinion. But anyway, that can be toxic for you, and so you could have someone coming in or an opportunity coming in to inspire you to make that shift, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. So we've got the Emperor here, clarifying that card, and the Emperor can be someone, but the Emperor also could be you, because this magical map shifter is coming in. This can be an Aries too, just so you know, but it's coming in, and the Emperor represents Aries, and Aries, it's like they make decisions and they take action towards it. They know what they want. So again, with the capacity to love, it's like that card is talking about really knowing what your wants and desires are, rather than trying to mask them with things that are not really what you want. So what I'm showing, what you're doing right now, we've got ride the wave, and it's reversed. So basically what that is saying is you're going against yourself. So you're going against what you really want, whether it's in a job, a relationship, your health, however it is that you're doing that, it's going to manifest and get bigger and bigger, expand to other areas of your life if you are encouraging it in any one of your areas of life. And it has to do with you going within and finding what it is that you want. And what I'm showing is that, let's see, we've got 4 cards clarifying it. So the first card that came out was Death Reversed. And what that is basically someone refusing to transform. So there's something that you're refusing that needs to die, basically, and you're refusing to make that transformation. This is also the card for Scorpio, and it's reversed, meaning that it's not in its full power, okay? Now you've got the Two of Voices clarifying that card, and the Two of Voices is about making a choice, but you're blinded by the choice because you've got your heart blocked off. Okay, that's what she does, is she like puts she's like this, she, usually with two swords in the regular tarot. It's blocking off your heart, it's causing a split in you. And it's like, well, what's the choice about? We've got the Two of Emotions, which is like the Two of Cups, and the Five of Materials, which is being like poor, broke, left out. Okay, so what I'm getting from these two cards is that you're blocking your heart because you don't want to feel broke if it's a job. You don't want to feel sad if it's a person, even if you're not happy with them, okay? Also, it's basically you're not, whatever it is that you're doing in your life, and I'm not saying every single moment, but like this message, you'll know what I'm talking about in this message. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's not something that you're enjoying doing. Like, it's not what your soul, your heart is calling you to do. Okay? And this is making you stuck. It's basically stunting your progress in life and in the evolution of your consciousness type of thing. Sorry, I was going to look. Okay, yeah. I was going to say there's something special about it being reversed. Okay, let me just read this little section. It says, when this card is reversed, it reminds you that you're stuck due to your obstinate desire to get what you want, when and how you want it. Perhaps it's uncomfortable to admit that the course of action you've chosen for yourself isn't right for you now. Even so, you have a choice. You can have struggle in the mud and get nowhere, or take a moment to observe where you are, then take a step out, wash away the dirt, dry off, and find other things to do. A much better adventure awaits you. You'll know when it's time to embark upon it. Okay? And we've got the Queen of Emotions and the Queen of Materials reversed. So the Queen of Emotions is like the water sign queen. She's loving. She's full of love and she gives love, right? When she's reversed, she's manipulative with emotions. And we've got the Queen of Materials, which is, she's the motherly card. She's also very nurturing, but she's got a hold on her money. Her money is very good. When it's reversed, it can be too much focus on money or broke, okay? But both of them are not good, and because you're not following that desire in you, that what your soul is calling you to do, it's causing a lot of conflict in you trying to balance this. Basically, by you trying to balance this, you're losing it both. Okay? And okay. So the next card I got is we've got, oh, I was going to mention, okay, so yes, I was talking about a job, but this is also could be a person. So you could have two people you're trying to decide between. And one you feel, I'm actually saying that like one you feel like more emotionally connected to, or like your soul's calling to them, but it's like other people or maybe family thinks they're a bad choice, or logically it's a bad choice. Does that make sense? And the other one might be more of a good choice, but you're not feeling like that's the person you should be with, okay? Now, one thing I want to mention, because I don't think people realize the connection. So say it's just your health, that this is happening in, that you're just dealing with your health. Well, like I said, if you don't take action on that now and you keep feeding it, it's going to expand to other areas of your life. So what I'm reading now about the person, like two people, choosing between two people, could end up being your reality further down the road if you continue with the health issue or the job issue, if that makes any sense. Because that same pattern will get bigger and stronger in your life and reflect bigger and stronger in your life. Okay, so you got the Gentle Gardener. This card is actually, it basically is telling you to nurture, sustain, and take care of that which your soul wants you to do, okay? And it's kind of like take action now, too, with these cards. Because I'm showing it's like you've been trying to like hold back this darkness, and it's closing in on you with it reversed. It's like you got to do it now. Otherwise, well, there is a tower here, which is like the universe stepping in to correct itself. Okay, but you could be dealing with an air sign. The Knight of Voices there. But this is saying take action now and have a new beginning in love. So what it is that your soul is calling to, what it is that you feel that joy, like that inspiration, creation, love for, okay? And it's actually saying that if you do that, you're going to have the muse of materials. Which, it's like, if you follow your heart and do what inspires you like that, like this comes. You don't have to chase this. You don't have to chase that part, the stability part. Because the universe will basically provide when you follow that inspiration. Because, well, for one, it's like there's nothing that we're ever separate from. That is something that it's like a belief that we have that we're separated from everything, but really everything is within our, what's the word? I forgot the word. The whole universe is contained within us, and without it, I guess we are the universe. So it's like we have access, that's what it is. We have access to it all. It's just about changing our perception to be able to see it. So when you open up that creative, inspirational part and act from that, it creates a flow within you. And like that's where a lot of like teachers and stuff that talk about like manifesting stuff, that's where they say that you manifest what you desire, is when you are in that flow. So I'm showing that that's what's going to come if you follow. Okay. And the next card we got from the archetype is the Creator, which is like you and creating from that ace of actually, that I thought said that was the Ace of Cups. That's the Ace of Voices, which is a new beginning in truth. Huh. Interesting. That's like living your truth, being your authentic self. So, and it's like this creator is like creating from that. And I'm showing here that it's like, yeah, I'm showing that in this reading, I'm showing that you do make that decision. There is a tower here, but let me show you. It's basically urging you to come back into balance here with this Six of Materials. This is an equal give and take, because when you're giving from that place, it's like slowly going downhill. It's like dying. that makes any sense. Like, you get to a point in your life when your body starts dying. That's like what you're doing right now, is what I'm showing. And but this is like the 10 of inspiration. This is like putting the burdens down and ending that cycle, and then taking off on this chariot, which also can be the sign of Cancer if you're dealing with the Cancer. But you can see that she basically uses her willpower, and the universe takes off with all these horses. It's like you make the decision to follow this little bit, and then the rest is taken care of. Now, if you have like a belief in God or something, that would be like God takes care of the rest, if that makes sense. And then I'll stop saying if that makes sense. Anyway, okay, so this is your little awakening, end of the world, apocalypse. Okay, because this is coming in basically. If you don't make the decision, then the universe is going to come in and make it for you, make it a little easier for you to make the decision, because you're going on a new path here with the tower coming in, and what the tower does is it basically destroys the ground you're standing on. See, you can see he's standing on this, but he's upside down. See, this is the ground, and the tower was this way, and now the tower is like exploded, and he's standing on a piece that was at the top. Okay? So, yeah. And, okay. So there was 4 cards that I clarified with it. This is, okay, so the Page of Voices, it's reversed, and the pages are the voices are swords, which is like clarity, truth, and see, she sees clearly in this picture, but it's reversed, like you're not living in this energy, and sorry, I have that wrong. I'm showing that like the universe is offering you basically this gift. It's like a gift, because I'm going to turn this card around, but you can see she's staring at these empty cups in this big empty cup, and down below it's like, this is the gift you're being offered, but you can't see it because you're refusing it, because you're refusing to live from your truth. But with it being reversed, that's basically saying like, it's like you're starting to wake up and see that there's something else underneath. And this, again, it's kind of like a little bit of back and forth, because this, with the world reversed, it's like having a hard time letting go of something. But then we've got the 5 of Cups reversed. The 5 of Cups upright is like looking back at the past and being sad about this or sad about that. With it being reversed, it's kind of like letting it go. So, okay. And then the next card you got was Nectar. The Nectar is life-giving. So, okay, so this is life, yeah, it's life-giving. And give me just a moment. What I'm showing is that you're slowly moving in this direction, even after that tower. Because you've got the 3 of materials here. This is collaboration. So you either are collaborating with someone or people, or what you're deciding to do is something that's going to be helpful to people, if that makes sense. And what I mean by slowly, it's like, okay, you've got the Fool reversed, and the Fool, he takes leaps. You're kind of like taking baby steps, kind of. That's what it looks like. And the Page of Materials reversed. Page of Materials is a student. The Knight of Emotions is reversed. So it's like, thinking about it. I think I'm going to do it. And then we've got the Hierophant reversed. And the Hierophant could be a Taurus. We've got Aries and Taurus, and then the water signs and all the earth signs there. So you could be dealing with any of those people that you're collaborating with or breaking it off with, because the Hierophant reverse can also indicate like a divorce. It doesn't look like, if it is a divorce, it almost looks like it's like, okay, yeah, let's do that kind of thing, because it doesn't look really horrible. I see this more as like you haven't reached that like enlightenment point, because the Hierophant also talks about it's like the Pope. It's the person who is, it's like enlightenment but rule following. So actually, with it being reversed, it could also talk about like you're doing something, but you're doing it in a very non-traditional way, or something that's really non-traditional, but still like spiritual in the sense that it's like helpful to other people and the world. It doesn't necessarily have to be any type of like religion or spiritual belief, but it's like it's helping the world and the people on it and the planet and the cosmos, whatever. It's helpful. Okay? And now I'm showing that when you do that, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like going to be really successful for you, and it's going to make you really happy with the 10 of Emotions. You're going to be like, you're going to have 10 cups full. And this Four of Voices with it reversed, it's basically saying that you've done your healing around that. So even if it's like something like health, this is showing you being healed if you were unhealthy in some way. Now, I got kind of a lot of cards for you, so it's a little bit longer, but the Animal is the next one. The Animal is like, it's kind of like that, it's like the, like, beast, ravaging, attacking, like when you're really excited about something and you're like, kind of energy. But give me just a moment to look at these cards that are here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that the Animal actually I'm seeing as other people. You feel like you're being attacked by other people because of this. You're actually bringing, so what I'm seeing is that you're bringing into reality from like the field, you're manifesting it into reality. There's other people that don't like it. I mean, there's a lot of support, obviously, that you have too, because you're emotionally happy and materially like successful. But there's other people that are not happy about it because it doesn't follow their traditions. This is family, like, and I'm showing that you are extremely happy here still with the 9. This is wishes fulfilled. But I see you as the Queen of Swords, or Queen of Voices, which is like the Queen of Swords. And she basically doesn't take anyone's crap. She knows what she wants. She speaks clearly. She's honest. And she will cut people out that are not beneficial to her in her life. She cuts them out. And you got one more card. Well, one more archetype, which is the Seed. Now the seed is right here, and you can see that it grows bigger and bigger, bigger, bigger. And that's what I'm showing that you are doing. Now, I am showing that when you let this family go, I am showing it hurting you, like you're feeling heartbroken about it, but you're taking this new path with this passion, like with this Knight of Inspiration, and you're happy about it. It's just that you might feel some pain from letting whatever that was, those people that are not liking it, go. And it doesn't have to necessarily be related family. It can be friends or whoever. But anyway, that's the reading for you. That's all I got for you. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. Also, remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Okay? Thanks, and I'll see you next time.